to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game. Big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
Fields throw here complete to Kelsey. That one a first down pickup of 8. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make it...
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. This is taken at the 15. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Vick's throw taken in by Moss. And he gets it all the way 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Vic readies to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been as negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Vick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The next drive set to get going, and we remind you, today is the day. It is game day in the Madden Championship Series. The Zero Chill Challenge coming up tonight. Live coverage 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific over on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. If you miss out, you can always catch the replay and find out who takes home the coveted championship belt. Now a first down throw. Fields got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fields on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Second down and 4. Fields throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time for a break. We've hit. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 50 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, look. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part there. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Lynch. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Vic now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other. And
Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Fields. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Touchdown, Saints. Randy Moss. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Vick. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Michael Vick. That's going to be caught by Moss. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Vick to throw.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
Here's Vick. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cooper Kupp.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Manziel. And that is incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Kupp now on the return.
Runs through the contact. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Play action now. Vick. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Javon Curse.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Vick to throw it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cooper Kupp.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then.
Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Manziel.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now they go end around with Adams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Manziel. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
Touchdown, Bears! Travis Kelsey, 29 yards.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they did an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Michael Vick.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
To throw, Vick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. First down, the run with Lynch. Gets past one man. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with three tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on.
Vick, third and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I would guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Vick readies to throw. Buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Vick will look to throw on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Vick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Vick, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings
Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, it dropped to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Vic operating on 1st down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Vic. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Vic now. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to 1st.
Didn't start a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity. And
he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Vick, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And
Vick's throw there incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here? It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Randy Moss from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Vick with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's complete to Adams. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out will be the four-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now a quick throw to Moss.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is getting up blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. The defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Vick. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
This returnable for Kupp.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
2nd and 10. Vic goes play action. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
That throw by Vic incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Vic. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. Chase Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of
of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Vic.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down throw for Vic. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Play action now, Vic. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Vic. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, Vic.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake, Vic.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now Vic on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of this. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
McCaffrey, touchdown, Buccaneers. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing, Vick. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Shoves him aside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Dallas.
Alert! Alert! Go! Ready!
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw, Vick. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Ready.
So here's Vic following the interception. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Vic.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Strike.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
18 Rattler.
Vic now.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
First down, Vic.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Vic readies to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
60 Bobcat.
On third down, Vic.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw.
That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win.
Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Vick with the incompletion there on 3rd down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out will be the four-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 with his 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Lynch. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Foreman powering ahead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by John Johnson. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The line to gain is the 33. And 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll look to set up his blockers.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Chase Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And polishing it all off, Marshawn Lynch with the TD run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Another keeper here by Vick. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the gun, Vick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Desperation time. Vick on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a 1-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A first down throw coming for Vic. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And into the end zone. A pick six for a 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Boswell for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now here's Vic. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Come on.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Vic to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our